been a lot of noise being created about this most recent Apothecary Diaries episode. People are popping off saying, yo, peak, peak, peak. Season 2 to me has been quite slow. What I really enjoyed from Season 2 was the Jinshi assassination arc. Lady Ansi, reveal stuff like that. But other than that, it's been pretty steady. And we've all just been waiting for something crazy to happen. For something insane to be built up. Ever since Suirei came back though, into, the rear palace, things are starting to get a little bit more mysterious, right? More interesting. And now, maybe this is the turning point? Let's find out what happens today. Jinshi's pin. Oh shit. Festering Resentment is today's episode title, huh? Yo, who's resenting who? Also, yeah, Lumen is here to obviously help out Gyokyo with the no abortion. No, delivery of the baby.
この苦味が好きなんですけどね。教えられたが、猫の残り物まで食べるとは1を聞いて10を知る。親父はこの国の最高の医師だと。暮らしているのは親父には欲というものがないから。
That's right. This is like true enlightenment. No longer bound by any materialistic possessions, freed from the shackles of those kind of things, right? Being able to live out, your life. Now, maybe not living in a crack house is better, like in a little shed. Maybe you could take care of yourself a little bit better, but he seems to be chilling.
さっきから何を作ってるんだい？
玉葉様の急に使う。グエンさんに断ってから使いなさい。はい。
Gwen is the quack dog?
ああ、特にお呼び。
Calligraphy time.
親父が翡翠宮専属ではなく、医局勤めになったのは。だ。今高級には少なくとももう一人来ている方が。
That's right, Lihua Prego.
リファ様だ。次の子は。
Lihua ass. Diabolical, bro. Lihua crying for the death of her child, but right before it is her bunda on display.
そのためにまずは無事に産んでもらいたい。親父が両方見てくれ。
そういう。
Festering resentment. There's no way Lihua resents Gyokyo or the other way around. They've pretty much made peace. No, there's nothing going on there, right?
人たちが入ったみたいだね。ほら、前にあった
New ladies.
年配の次女が多くて、急に宮の雰囲気が
豊富な次女が増えるのはいい。には若い女官が多いが、年配の女官は極端に少ない。
MILFs.
高級あるば。なのにそれが機能していない。何人いるかを考えれば改善すべきだ。
Okay.
この問題点に親父ならもう気づいた。そんなものかな。親父これは？今の高級なんだ。
Okay.
どれどれ。
Just a list of problems. Imagine one of the first things he listed as a problem is that their main doctor is a quack doctor. We need to get rid of this guy.
ね、もうなんか子供っぽい分だね。
いいんですよ。
That's very passive about it.
ここにはまだ簡単な文や文字しか読めないものもいます。
He made it simple.
これは次女や下女に読ませたいのか。
Intentionally dumbed it down to make it simple.
グエンさん、ご実家にこのくらいの大きさの紙は置いてあり、
切れ端溶かして新しい紙の材料にしてしまう。
譲っていただくことは可能でしょうか。
できると思うよ。
まおまお出たね。じゃあこれを書き取り練習の手本にね。生徒の手を借りて張り紙を量産するってこと聞いてみる。頼むよ。はい。
He's so efficient, bro. He's so optimal.
どうしてその才覚を自分の
He has no desire to. Maybe that's like his own punishment, his atonement, bro. Yo. Festering resentment. What is the one character right now who we think is the most heavenly enlightened person that would do no bad? Lumen, right? Dude, what if the festering resentment has to do with Lumen? In today's episode, Lumen crashes out. There's no way. It's like, wait. What's the logic tree then? What's the logic? That he has beef with Lihua or Gyokyo? Not necessarily. Maybe with the Emperor. For what? For him being the scapegoat and being sent off last time he delivered, Jinshi and stuff like that? No, there's no way, right? Because I'm like thinking, title Festering Resentment. Something crazy supposed to happen this episode. Also, the cover picture of season 2 again is Mao Mao, Shisui, and I think Suire being like sold off in shackles, right? We've seen that cover picture. That still hasn't happened, even though it's second core multiple episodes deep. Someone could resent Lumen, but imagine Lumen crashes out and Mao Mao gets like punished for it instead. I don't know where we're going with it.
じゃ、もぐさもできたので戻ります。用に消毒用のアルコールもらっていきますね。
はいよ。
あ、最近玉葉様が疲れやすいって言ってたからな。
Oh, Xiaomao, so
ほ
cute.
ら、破ける。
どうしたマオマオ。
Ingredients? They want it?
やらないから。
Imagine being the voice actor being paid to make cat noises. That'd be crazy. Your job is going meow, 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 meow. But then again, there's Pokemon. Then there's Pokemon voice actors. Pikachu, Pikachu, Machamp, Machamp. Like they literally just say their own name.
やらないから。さて、どうしに手習い所に行ってみるか。神師様に話を通すとなると時間がかかる。一応持ち歩いてはいるけど。前に
そのかんざし、園遊会で神師様にもらったものじゃない？急につけてどうしたの？
でいいや。
Alright.
これを
お分かりで。
昔科挙の試験の時あやつの字を真似ると
This guy's unreal. The glaze is crazy. Lumen was the golden standard that everyone aspired to be for handwriting too. Bro, what the hell? This is a godlike figure.
文官としての才もあったのに道端の不老そうだからと
What a peak character,
遺憾
man.
になるんだから
So
実は
humble.
今高級に戻っ。
それは初耳だないのかね
Xiaolon.
最近は年季明けの
What about her?
と若いかどころじゃないようです。
若い宦官ね刺激が少ないとシャオランはいないのかね
最近と
Her job,
若い
right?
宦官の話に夢中でそれどころじゃないよ
Young eunuch. Suire. I think we're talking about Suire right now.
うです。
刺激が少ないとはいえ騒ぎ立てるのもどうかと思うんだがね
Rosa hater.
南側に若い宦官を置いておくはおろそかになる
Yeah, they can't focus
北
anymore.
側に
They're
数人
thirsty.
送られてきたんだよ診療所のようだけど
診療所か。
Yo, Suire got sent to the clinic?
チェーン語気使いそうだ。
Suire definitely got sent there, right?
用途
この養父が書いたものを手本に生徒たちに書き取りの練習。
There could also other be festering resentment for people who are jealous of Lumen's success, right? Because again, it's just so difficult to think that Lumen crashes out. That's such a angelic, humble, enlightened person like him, like a sage Buddha figure would crash out. I think so. It'd be crazy though. I could see other people being jealous of him and wanting his downfall, but again, just trying to think about who is the one with the festering resentment. I think the most obvious one also could be Suire, right? Suire being resentful of who though?
をして用意します。
ははこれを書き写させてあちこち貼ろうってことだ昔も似たようなことを書いていたねあの時からつい私も手伝ってしまったよ二人で高級中に貼るか
They're homies,
も
huh?
う年を食って人をうまく使う方法
以前にもこうして文にして貼っていたのですか。
ああだから20年以上前だね
Okay.
高級の鉛入りの白いは使わない強い香料は控える
Yo, what? Don't use whitening powder with lead in it. Is that not literally how the babies fucking die because of the makeup stuff?
強い香料は控える高級なの植物を勝手に取らない量はそこまで変わらないな
これと同じものが。後ほど紙を持ってきます。
What just happened? What does she realize? That Lumen and this guy used to write this shit together and post it on the walls? Okay. So what though? But so what though? What am I missing here? Back in the day, they worked together and put that shit up. It was more than 20 years ago, okay? Is it that nobody actually listened to the notices anymore?
植物を勝手に取らない 内容はそこまで変わらないな。
と同じものが。
It's same as this. The notes that they were putting up before is identical as the notes right now. All the complaints and, you know, troubles that Llewellyn was trying to point out has basically never been solved. That's it right now, right?
後ほど紙を持ってきます。彼と思って注意書きを貼ったは
Someone
ず
was
だ。
always taking it down?
あるものに害をなすものを教えることにもなる。
Oh, true, right? True. Like, hey, don't make a bomb, guys. Bombs are bad. Here is the instructions and the ingredients to make the bomb. Don't make it. If you put that out there, you know, like Shin, for example, would pick up on the notes and be like, "Oh, whitening powder with lead in it. Okay, I'll use that to, you know, okay."
ことにもなる。高級の人員はほとんどが2年の年季で入れ替わる。の崩御で入れ替わっている。あの当時、それは。失礼します。
Oh,
あ
Baba.
なた非請求の
神竜様。
Is she
体
sus?
調でも悪い
入り出すべきだろうか。でもどうやって。
Like, right now, the implication is, again, there's rotating cycles of ladies in waitings, right? And there's also dangers in posting stuff that shouldn't be told to the public, right? Sometimes it's better to just be silent about it. This lady has been here as a veteran the entire time. She should have knowledge of such things, even so that the problems don't get mistaken, repeated over and over again, right? That's kind of where we're at right now, right? She's intentionally playing ignorance? Like, she literally, you know, is the one, the puppet master?
消毒にいいかと。
Yeah, Shenlu is the only, you know, older lady in waiting. So is the implication right now that she's up to no good? That she's very aware of all those intel, but intentionally, you know, either obfuscated it, did, you know, destroyed the evidence, you know, spread not good things. I don't know where we're going with this.
ええ、多めに作りましたので。
ありがとう。
ところで、ここの神
どういう意味？
高級の女官は大体皆様長くいらっしゃるよ
Yeah,
うな。
veterans.
豊島ばかりだもの。
Yo. Is this some crazy shit happening? Like, they have all the knowledge and they intentionally have a system where they wipe out history and memories. You know what I mean? Like, they are the ones, the keepers of all the knowledge, the babas. And the new ladies coming in, they're always wiped. They're cleansed of these things and they're ignorant and they have no clue about the history and the stuff. And they okay.
豊島ばかりだもの。
10代、20代で入ったと何か高級を出られない理由
Hey,
が
where
あ
are
る
we
とした
going with this, man? Are these the...
私たちだって若かったわよ。
Okay.
私は10歳で高級に入り、他の女官たちもそれくらいの年で入れられ。
今の高級ではそこまで若い
Yeah, because 10 years old, bro. Fucking lolicons, the previous emperor.
だが選定の時代は
Yeah, exactly.
選定は年派もいか花を散らし
Deflowing them one
煽
after
られ
the
た少
other.
女を許されぬまま
Bruh.
皇帝のお手つきとなればただの女官でも高級
Festering resentment. The babas all got defiled by the late emperor. They could never leave. Many years. Built up resentment, festering. They want the downfall. Right? That's where we're going with this, right? That's it, right?
得ることはできない。
私たちは誰も迎えに来てくれ。ずっと。
Yo, Shenlu, you're scaring me!
そうか。
Oh, God!
帝に、そして帝から長を得る作っていた悪意はここにあった。
Festering resentment.
シェンリュは以前折れた下女を心配し、見るように頼んできたが、よく気のつく女官だと思った。
Puppet Master.
すぐ真に堕胎剤の作り方を教えたのは、
Okay.
直接ではなく、あの病に伏せていた下女を使う。
咳が止まらなく、うつる病でしょうか。
何か気になること
に移したくないんです。
She probably wanted like, okay, oh my god, okay. So this is the okay. Up until this point, we figured out exactly who was responsible for spreading like the poison and stuff like that in episode 1, Shin, but we knew that she's just a pawn. And we had gaps to fill. Who is the puppet master? Well, I'm always just blaming Lolan's dad. Why? He just looks sus, right? Lolan's dad and Suirei are like the two, you know, I'm always just blaming because I don't know who do I really blame. But this lady, Shenlu, The festering resentment. She wants basically... I wonder who she hates. Everybody? Everybody in the palace. She just wants all the pregnancies to just get fucked up. She's in it for the long con, right? What the previous emperor did to me and my other girls, fuck them. We're now going to be here secretly undermining the palace.
ないんです。もしかしたら誤解にされてるかもしれなくて。
You see that? You see that? You see that? Oh, she's still pregnant. It's delicate. へえ。
これを次女頭の神様に渡して。
Shin.
ものだ。
Yeah, thanks.
合わせると堕胎剤の材。きっとリファ様のためになるよ。
And that's what the comparison is, right? The letters, the posters, right? Lighting down, you know, things that shouldn't be told to other people. They can be utilized in that way. Bro, she's an evil ass bitch.
のためになるよ。
And she's really playing the long con.
何が毒なのかを教えることにもなる。折よくキャラバンが来て。
That's right, the merch drop, man. Holy, the conspiracy goes deep.
診療所の女官たちがこの子がもしれない。これまでのことすべてに関わり、殺意とまでいかない悪意が。
Festering resentment, title drop. Yo, this is crazy. 5:30 p.m. lightning. Oh, shit. Whenever you have this lighting, bro. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, bro. Here we go. Sunset lighting time.
問い詰めるべき。
どうしたんです？
何でもありません。
そう。ならいいですけど。
Mama leave.
証拠も証言もないし。
Mama leave.
曖昧なことは言いたくない。女官たちが頼れる唯一の場所だ。亡くなるのは先。診療所に救う悪意が他に及ぶ前に摘み取ることくらいか。
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here, Mama. Oh, God.
もしかよ。ただちゃんと返してね。
ありますね。
その本棚、たまに本が増えてるのよね。いいのに。
ずいぶん立派な虫の図説ですね。
いつの間にか置いてあったのよね。
Book was just placed there, huh? A month ago, huh? What is it?
これは
Huh?
一月という
Moonflower, Moon Fairy stuff, Moon Fairy stuff.
すごいよね。
She's sweet
しか見たことない虫が。
in books. She's sweet. And remember, there's no fucking logic that makes sense that a servant girl would have access to these kind of books or be literate enough to read it, right? She's sweet. Again, the accusation of being Lolan is unreal at this point. The layer of the data points that's just been stacking up all throughout the season. She clearly must be Lolan at this point, right? How the hell would she have access to all these things?
この図説、止水が持ってきた貴重な本。
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, bro. Paper. And paper is very expensive. This is not like cheap things that a servant girl like Xiaolan would have access to. That's what I've been saying, bro. She's sweet. Suirei.
女にしては背が高い。
It's time. Yo. The reunion.
希望の持ち主。水霊。
Yeah, G back. Okay. The crazy, stupid conspiracy theory right now with Suirei is that she's actually a man. Okay, it's stupid. It's really stupid. Okay? Because in season 1, we're supposed to believe that she's a woman, but she's disguised as a man, right? She's a very androgynous person, right? And she faked her death and she got out here. Sure. But she returned, right? And I thought it'd be hilarious that, like, what if they misled us? What if she was always a man, but the show wanted to think that she was a woman that was disguised as a man, right? So now, because the whole, remember, the fucking, but that doesn't really make sense, right? It's honestly a schizo theory with like literally no evidence. Because why would they want her to actually be a man from the beginning? Because she's being a eunuch right now. Would it be easier to pass the eunuch test if she... Wouldn't it be easier if she was a woman and didn't have the fucking cojones and the shaft, right? None of that shit makes sense. Anyways, it's a stupid theory. It's a very, very stupid theory.
シェンリュウ、そいつはお前が何をしたかさっきの。
What? Go back.
水霊。
シェンリュウ、そいつはお前が何をしたかさっきの。
Yeah, Suirei was like eavesdropping?
が働くな。おかげで私は死体になり。
You know, I've always wondered, why does she look so much like Jinshi, man? Why does she always look so much like Jinshi? Have you ever questioned that? Right? What about the first name? Shenlu. We already know about that. But like, dude, imagine. No, this makes no sense. I was about to say the baby swap. Aduo's kid was Jinshi, but it got swapped, and Aduo was received the Emperor's son, right? I was trying to think like somehow, some way that Suire was also involved in that baby swap somehow, but none of that shit makes sense. It doesn't. Aduo only had one kid. The Emperor had one kid. Swap happened. Anyways, let's go back. No. The discarded daughter mentioned before is a totally different character, and the timeline wouldn't match up. The discarded daughter in the back in the that's the one that I mistakenly assumed was Sui Ren, right? We were like, yo, they were talking about a long time ago. Emperor, you know, had like a girl or I forget the details, bro. It's getting old. I'm watching too much fucking anime.
が何をしたかさっきの会話で察しているぞ。おかげで私は死体になり損ねた。
さとっくりを投げつけた隙に逃げるか。
余計なことはしない方がいい。動けばすぐ。ところですぐ見つかりますよ。できれば穏便。
She's shaken. Her hand shaken.
終わりの薬の後遺症ですか未遂の後。あなたは毒を煽って死んだ。
That's right. The immortality elixir.
見せかけを使ってしばらく仮死状態になった影響が。
Okay, that's why her arm and leg is trembling. I want to hear it.
聞いてもらう。
Oh, Shisui!
死水。
What the hell?
死水。
When did she get taken? This is crazy,
高
bro.
級を一緒に出てもらいたい。
高級を出る。
What?
できる。
That must be what the cover art of this season core 2 is, huh? Shisui and Mao Mao, shackles, and the leading one in the front was Suirei's bang leaking out.
出る。そんなこと。
できる。対私についてくる。
What's going on? The Undertaker, Suirei!
知りたくないか。
She gonna take the bait?
なんてこと。
She gonna take the
言いや
bait?
がる。取れな
Dude,
い。
this soundtrack is peak. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy right now. So, her entire plan was to come back into the palace to get Mao Mao? That's it? To take Mao Mao somewhere else? Shisui also was obviously very aware of what Shenlu was doing the entire time, right? So I guess like the festering resentment, like why would she believe? I don't know. Shenlu and Shisui's relationship, Suirei's relationship. God, these fucking names. Suirei and Shenlu, they were already kind of working together. Interesting. Okay. Maybe they were always working together back in the season 1 too. Yeah, that probably makes sense, right? I don't know. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy right now. Maybe the festering resentment isn't just Shenlu. At a first glance, the festering resentment relates to obviously Shenlu and the other ladies in waiting that got defiled by the late emperor. But Suirei is too young for that. Is she not too young? I'm thinking like this. There's like layers to the festering resentment where Suirei also got done dirty really hard. She's somehow a very important character in the palace. I don't know her history. I don't know her name. I don't know her age, right? Anyways, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy right now. And there's the other thing too. The other crazy thing is the fact that Lolan, because remember, we're always saying that Shisui is Lolan, right? And we always said Lolan's dad is like the evil puppet master that probably utilized Suirei. You know what I'm saying? If we assume that this is actually Lolan, then our framework of building up theories, right? Is this really Shisui baiting us? You know what I'm saying? Because again, the whole framework of this theory hinges on Lolan faction and Suirei are all working on it together. But if Shisui is here, kidnapped, where are we going, bro? Where are we going, bro?
宮中には東西に2匹の獣がいる。東に軍部があることから、西の代名詞である文官にもう1匹。
Lord time.
軍部の高官であるラカン
ラカン
東の狐。 先帝の
Dolan's
地獄
dad
衆を治める師匠が
Yeah,
西
yeah,
のタヌキで
yeah. This is the Emperor's younger brother identity. Whenever he's wearing that veil, that's it, right?
Yeah.
い
Bussin'.
やー何王帝が一月ぶりに町議に参加されておりますかと思いまして
Lakan is way too smart. There's no way he's getting fooled by fucking Jinshi's veil, bro.
せっかくの機会ですから師匠殿もご一緒にいかがかと
私もですか。特に面白い茶飲み話はありませんぞ。
付き合うと言っておられます。
Okay.
では行きましょうか
It's happening right now,
すっ
bro.
かり秋めいてまいりましたな毒味の必要はございません
Because Silver doesn't, react to the poison stuff. What was that? Oh, he took a little sip. Yo, that's so troll, though. Hey, I brought some silver cups. No need to test. Y'all drink up. All right, you drink first. And then he drinks. You should be the one drinking first to show them good faith. You fucking troll. This fucking guy.
美味だと言っておられます。
ラカン殿、何か話
先日四北州で
Of Jinshi. Yeah, back in
そ
season
の
1.
調査で面白いものが手に入りましてな
Yo, some leads that relates to Lolan's
フ
dad.
ィファの設計図。
Feifa! The
これ
Blicky!
が何かごぞの
Okay, so the assassination attempt. Sorry. We're not talking about season 1 content right now, right? Obviously, Jinshi almost died there too. No. We're talking about the most recent arc. That's what we're talking about. The
こ
FIFA.
れが師匠殿
なんですかな。
Also, Master Shisho is a crazy name. I think I've said this before. Doesn't Shisho literally mean master? Like this is literally master right now, right?
の
That's like saying Dr. Hakase, bro.
なんです
Dr. Hakase, Master Shisho.
そうですよね
続けてください。
これ
Lakan!
は
On
解体して
point!
図に起こしたものですが裁縫の撃鉄の先に火縄ではなく火打ち石がついて構造も案外簡単だ
そうなものですな。
ええ大量に作ることができれば戦がより密集した陣形も取れるし移動もしやすいそう命を狙うような不届き者が持つと
How
は
to get to them, bro?
これを
Who
手に
leaked
入れ
it?
たんですかね
Obviously, we know who leaked it. This is getting tense, man. That little flute in the background was fucking beautiful, bro. With the live 3 reactions here.
手に入れたんですかね
Flute time. Ooh, shit. Live reactions. Are we just gonna play dumb, huh? We're gonna play dumb?
それを調べる。
そうなんですがいやー困ったものでして
This is getting so
何も喋れなくなってしまいまし
intense.
た
皇族の暗殺は違いだとは多大な損失だ。
Let him cook.
それ
Let him
って
cook.
聞いたことはありませんかな師匠殿
知っていることがあれば当に本
本題に移ります
Main topic. That wasn't main?
これは昨日
Oh, remember, he went on a nice long vacation with mom, right?
と打った5の寄付でしてな
Okay. Yeah.
そうい
Yeah,
え
who
ばご
asked?
結婚されたのでし
Yeah,
たな。
who
ラカン
asked?
殿
ええ
騒ぎだったと
Yeah,
聞いており
week-long
ますぞ
party.
そんなことまでござ切れる妻でしてなこれが研ぎ澄まされた刃のような筋で打っている間
Bro is glazing his wife out of nowhere after raising the fucking suspense. Bro, the tension has been immediately removed. But wait, let him cook. There's gotta be a reason for this. There's no way randomly he's just flexing his wife right now. Let Lakan cook.
打つことかほらこの手なんとか避け切ってもまた次の一手で攻めてくる俺は
失礼だが仕事があるの。
That's crazy. Lolan dad just gets up and leaves. This is some bullshit, bro.
失礼だが
I'm gone.
仕事があるのでこの辺りで地層になりましたな。
では後で寄付の写しとじゃあ
He did not ask for it. You don't have to, bro.
遠慮なさらずそうだ針の杯に注ぐと
Not silver this time. It's a glass cup instead. Yo, we poisoning him right now? What's going on?
と赤が映えますぞ
What? Brings up the red? This fucking green. What's he cooking? Green.
確かに美しいですな。
あなたとは話が合いそうだ妻の話などぜひゆっくりしたい
What's the meaning?
ま
What's the we Lakan color? We kind of okay. Is that it? I thought there was like a hidden meaning to this. That there's like a secret message. Lakan, you know, he obviously can't see people's faces, stuff like that. But we also know like there's some like Shisha was colorblind. Oh right, right. The red. Oh fuck, the colorblind episode. The doors. He reacted though, did he not? Look at this. It brings out the red. Yeah, he didn't react. Yeah. He did not react. He has the color blindness genes. So what's the implication here? That he's got the Emperor's side legacy genes, okay? Where are we going with this? Why Lolan dad true Emperor blood? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? What's the meaning? And Lakan sniffed it out. I'm being way too slow with this, bro. I'm being way too fucking slow with this. What's the meaning of him being colorblinded then? Because the Emperor's fucking genes. That's the entire point of the fucking door episode. Does this now show that he has claim to the throne? Is that it? Like this now justifies his intents to take over the palace because he has the righteous bloodline. Is that it? That's just it, right?
There.
Also, if the Emperor fucks Lolan, is that incest? I think so. I think so, right? That's how that works, right? Okay.
There.
Where are we going with this, bro? Yeah.
世の中には緑色の赤ではなく緑だ。赤と言われたのに師匠殿はなぜ
Emperor bloodline.
時期の言った通りだ。
Oh, you drank it. What? That's not his voice! Is this Aduo? Is this Aduo? What? Why? Why? That's Aduo!
どうぞ。人は
Why
このよう
though?
に。
She literally plays his body double for Jinshi? That's crazy how it looks like a Jinshi, because obviously the genetics are so strong.
無理を申し上げて。
Why is Aduo dual queuing with Jinshi, swapping bodies? The doubles, bro. What the hell?
こうして見ると美形の文官にしか見えない九妃のアードゥオ様とは。
Why is she back?
狐が変人すぎて
分子殿にかなう
Fox, Lakan, Tanuki, Lolan Dad?
嫁には甘いようだが
娘にあいつが軍師殿の娘だなんて。
追われているのだろう。宦官人士殿。
Master Jinshi the eunuch. Sure.
行方不明になる
Missing!
とはな。
Okay, Jinshi is busy right now because Mamao is gone. Obviously, because what happened to Suire. Mamao basically took the bait, wants to know about the fucking the resurrection elixir. Holy shit, this is crazy, bro. It's crazy. What the? This is insane. What the hell? We got 3 major bombshells. Not even 3. Okay, what's the first major bombshell? The fact that festering resentment partially refers to, you know, like Shenlu, the ladies in waiting who's been here for decades and decades, building up the resentment with the knowledge while the new ladies cycle over. There is that part. The second one was Suire pulling up with, which I assume to be Lolan as hostage. And one has to really wonder, is it really that simple to just make hostage of Lolan like that? I guess that Suire could have been making observation of Mamao and Lolan, you know, hanging out in the wild, you know, gathering shit. And you could easily deduce that, oh, this might be someone close. But you could have picked Xiaolan. You picked Suire instead. You picked Shisui instead. So again, if the framework of the theories leads to, you know, somehow Suirei being associated with like the Lolan family, and if we assume that Shisui is Lolan, I feel like Lolan right now is fucking baiting us. I feel like Shisui is not a hostage situation, and this is all a ruse to get Mamao out. But for what reason, really? Why do we want to bring Mamao out? Is it to instigate against Lakan? Because Lakan is such a big piece that gets in the way of Master Shisho's, you know, basically rightful like place in the throne. Because this is the other reveal. The fucking the color blindness, right? He has the genetics that can assume the palace's throne. He has an actual right to it. So if we bring this all together, Mama, who is Lakan's daughter, is now being removed from the board, and also trying to get rid of Lakan as well, because these are oppositions to Master Shisho. He obviously is the grandmaster puppeteer and is utilizing, you know, Lolan, who is Shisui, as well as Suirei. This is a hostile takeover in the making, is it not? That's kind of what's happening right now, right? These are the frameworks that is basically being set to remove, to basically, we want to get rid of anyone associated with Lakan because he's obviously a very important piece that's getting in the way. Mamao is related to Lakan. He's just basically Mamao's been solving everything. Get rid of her too. Remove Jinshi. We were trying to assassinate Jinshi the entire time. I think things are slowly making sense, right? Things are, maybe I'm missing some pieces still, right? But like, at this point, it is very, very clear that the missing puzzle pieces are coming together, and this is just a hostile takeover in the making for Master Shisho. And Aduo coming back, just, you know, replacing Jinshi because Jinshi is out trying to figure out where Mama went. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content, and until next time, take care.